had the money, I had many valuables in it. Guys, it was like a dream. My purse disappeared. Following our last Bible study summary in Genesis chapter 3, we saw how Adam and Eve disobeyed God and there were repercussions for it. God cursed them. God was so not happy with them. If you are a parent today and you give a child an instruction and the child does what you said the child shouldn't do, will you be happy? You will not be happy. So that's how God felt when he told Adam and Eve not to eat out of that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He told them to eat of every other tree, but you see that tree of knowledge of good and evil, simple instruction, they shouldn't eat it. But Eve allowed the serpent to deceive her, and she ate it and gave Adam her husband, and they both disobeyed God. So there are repercussions when you disobey God. I was still in school then. I was in University of Moscow, Russia, and on this day, as a student, you try your best to save money and all of that. So there was this shop I was eyeing with one of my sad eyes like this. I really like that shop and they're doing sales. So as a student, yes, I want to save money. So I wanted to buy those shirts, right? So I could wear. And honestly, I needed them. Yes, I needed those clothes. But God, on the other hand, I could sense that unrest the day I decided that I was going to buy those things. Don't go, don't go. The Holy Spirit was leading me not to go. Guys, I said no. If I don't go that day, then I buy them, because since it's on sales and they are very fine, there are 3 good, beautiful colors, and I needed them. I didn't want someone else to buy them because I needed them. So I went ahead. I disobeyed the Holy Spirit. I entered the bus. I went to the shop very far from my school. I had to travel for almost, I think, an hour, 30 minutes, almost 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so I went. I got to the shop, guys. In the bus were only 3 people, and it's very, these big buses. I was the only one sitting on my seat. Then the other 2, they were couples. They were making out. They were far from me. So we're only 3 in that very big bus that day. And it was snowing. It was really cold. Guys, I went inside that cold. I went to get that shirt. Cut the long story short, I went into the shop and I saw them sitting beautifully well, hanging on the hanger, and I went and picked the 3 of them. I got to where I'll pay the cashier. And these people don't speak English. Russians speak Russian language, and I was speaking Russian. I dropped it. I said I want to pay for this, and I calculated it. Guys, I opened my bag. I didn't find my purse. And when I was leaving my school, the purse was actually in my bag. No one opened it. I was the only one. Used that same purse. I removed my bus card to pay. You press it on that machine, you enter the bus. I used that card. I paid and I returned my purse back into my bag. But by the time I had gotten to pay in that shop, I didn't see my purse where the card was, and I had the money. I had many valuables in it. Guys, it was like a dream. My purse disappeared. Up to today, it's still a mystery. I went out, I was looking around, I was looking on the floor, I couldn't find that purse. With money, with my ATM card, everything. My student card, everything was there. That was how I left the shop. I was confused, I was crying. I had to run to the bank. I couldn't even go back to school. I had to beg someone at the bus station to please use their own bus card to put so that I can pass. And that's how I got in another bus, and I ran to the bank to tell them to block the account. I just misplaced my card. Till today I never found those bus. I graduated. I'm done with school and all, but this is because I'm sharing this story. I just remembered one way I disobeyed God when he was telling me not to go that day. But I said no. I want to go pick those shirts before they pick them out since it's on sale. I don't want to remember that experience, but it wasn't a good experience. So that's what I'm telling you. When God says don't do something, please obey him. Do not disobey. When you feel that unrest, when you feel lack of peace, and God is even merciful at times. He might even send people to you to warn you. But when you do not listen, be ready to face the repercussion that comes with it. So I hope you learned something from my story. See you on my next one. God bless you.